Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we are playing an Is It Forge deck once again, this time focusing on a different aspect of blue cards. Is it true that your mom wants you to teach her how to play Magic cards this weekend? Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, your source for old-timey hair tonic and magic card wisdom, Dr. Yukon SuckIt. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much, Yukon SuckIt. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck of my own creation called Fun Forge. So the story is behind this is that I played some other version of Forge deck, which allowed a lot of proliferate, right? A lot of proliferate we were playing with before. And I don't exactly remember what the blue part was doing, but I was thinking what would be really great would be to play with March of Swirling Mists. And that way we just have the Urabrask Forge out there pumping out dudes, and we would just clear the path, letting those guys do whatever they wanted to do. So I started messing around, putting in what I considered the fun cards, which was, stun and turning people into protected witnesses and bouncing them back, all that kind of great stuff. March of Swirling Mists. But then I started seeing that for an additional mana, we could play the ones that had proliferate in it. So instead of playing cards that cost like 1 and 2 and 3, or 1 and 2, we're playing things that are 2 and 3 to be able to get that extra proliferate effect. So that's what we got. We're playing the fun part of blue mixed together with the awesomeness of synergies that work well with Urabrask's Forge. All right, so before we take this card out to wreck somebody's hopes and dreams, let's take a quick look at the cards that are in this deck and try to figure out how it's going to work. We got Fuseling, who gets bigger every time another creature goes into the graveyard from the battlefield. This will phase out like a tremendous amount of creatures, essentially, either yours or theirs. This will draw you cards and then proliferate. This will bounce back a non-land permanent and then proliferate. This will pin something down so that it becomes tapped and can't do stuff, and then it proliferates. This guy runs out super quick, has haste, and can put oil counters on stuff, which is exactly what we're looking for, and then bounces back to your hands at the end of the turn. He's like an Urabrask's Forge, but limited to only 3 power. Urabrask's Forge, which puts a guy out that's 1 stronger every turn, equal to the number of counters on it, which means proliferates will make him grow even faster. And he's got Trample, baby. Voltage Charge does 3 points of damage and proliferate. Brotherhood does 3 points of damage to each creature and planeswalker, so it's a board wipe. Also, it can be used to take out artifacts with a mana value of 3 or less. BO1, which does damage to any target equal to the number of counters being put on a permanent or player. So with all the proliferation, all the counters being done every turn, this thing just wipes stuff out. Mycosynth Gardens, which you use to create a copy of Urabrask's Forge, and a bunch of semi-cool lands that do various things. All right, so what are we going to do? We are going to get some stuff out. We're going to be bouncing and phasing other people's things out if we can help it, possibly using it to save our own guys when necessary. Getting out Urabrask's Forge, making multiple copies of it, and attacking. Hopefully we'll be able to get out OB1 and use all of the proliferation to just be shooting the hell out of everything. All right, so before we go do that, let's say our prayers. Dear Black King Toxrill, who lives in the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant our blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. All right, playing against Uuserk. 1, 2, 3, and a whole bunch of weirdness here. Get away from Q. You're not real, Qbert. All right, Qbert, here's some Energon for you. Have a good time. All right, Deck, give me something good. He's just going to shoot anything I put out, but you got to do what you got to do, right? All right, so we can get a forge out. Hopefully we can keep that thing alive. That'll be nice. All right, run on in there. Run, Forrest, run. What are you going to do, my friend, with that pod? You keep touching it. The pod, baby. All right, we're cool. Go, go, go. Go, go, Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels. Here it comes. Proliferate! Really, that Fuseling is just a target for you to waste your time on. There you go. One, two, three. All right, let's Fuseling again. Pick up those sweet, sweet destructions. 1, 2. Guy looks like he wants to play creatures. I got some answers for that too. That'll be really nice. All right, Uuserk. Let's go, baby. Oh, the humanity. That's one of those new cards from Mama. March of the Machine Aftermath. Bounces back all of the non-creatures. All right, this guy's a thinker. He likes to think a little bit too much, maybe. Now, according to the comments, I don't take enough time. I tend to be a shoot-from-the-hip kind of player, and I don't recognize opportunities when they're presented to me. Love it. That's because I'm a goblin, baby. No math! That's the battle cry of my people. All right, let's save him. All right, you're going to lose your shark. Baby shark, 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 shark. Down to 3. Up to 6. You transformed it. Congratulations. He needs the defense, is what he's saying. All right, who do I want to spank? The guy. There we go. Oh! Can you feel what the forge is cooking? And we win! Touchdown, Lava Bears! Alright, playing against Destroyer. Destroyer. Keep it. Play the slowest of the slow. Let's shut that bat up. The squeaky little bastards. I don't particularly care for it. All right, so Urbask Forge, we grab. These are all proliferates. And all in. Boom, boom. All right, 9 more turns to go. Non-land permanent. Okay, we can do this on his turn. That'll be fine. We can bounce something back. I'm not sure he really wants to give that up. Guess I should have done it on his turn. I just thought there's going to be a little bit more sneakiness going on here. All right, there's 10 more. Got a little Mesmerizing Dose. I mean, heck, with Trample, we can get over anything. I think he's feeling a little dismayed. Yeah. This is where you're going, into the pit. That's your future right there. Here, I'll open up some pods for you. Jump in. Get into the pods there, Destroyer. It's a nice, warm, relaxing place for you. You wake up stronger and better, being a little bit more completed. It'll be fantastic. How come I don't have any pods on my side? Is this a pod? It really doesn't allow me to do anything to it. Alright, come on, Destroy. You don't have to be a jerk. Destroyer! Destroyer! I think all you're destroying right now is your underwear. Hello, I'm Destroyer. Yep, there you go. In your face! Victory! Alright, we're playing against Offence. Offence! They're both Cyclopses. Alright, we've got 2 mana. Hopefully that's enough. Keep. Nope. What does this thing do? First strike as long as it's attacking. And it can be pumped. Alright. He's got another. Look out, everybody. He's got another. And I don't need to. This is fine. I just don't think I care. I really don't. Let's just let it go. Okay, now hopefully can't kill that thing. I can bounce it back, but got to get a free mana for that. 2 free mana. He's pumping. Oh, I need 2 reds for it. I don't got it. All right, Magmatic Sprinter. Let's do that. In we go! Next turn we can wipe the board. I'm not sure we really need to. It's just going to go for Crazy Town. I'll wipe the board. We're taking some hits. Swam! Alright, we're looking super good. Bounce! And we win. Good game! Victory! Alright, we're playing against A minus A to the S to the 5. I don't know, something like that. Maybe that just says Steve. I'm not sure. No sleeves. No capital letters. No pet. You can see if I could play 6 candle round up here. That's where you try to get all 6 candles out at the same time. Ooh, I just about did it. Or I did it just at the nick of time. Just to see your mousing accuracy. All right, that's lots of good mana, lots of good stuff going on. I'm keeping this. Our opponent, Steve, it looks like he's a slow thinker, though. I got a rat! What's good? What's good here? Bolt discharge. Go get him! All right, in we go. Unfortunately, now he gets all of his rats back. What are you doing? See you flashing your cards up there. Oh, I am so glad he milled those two. If I would have picked up 2 more lands on my next 2 turns, I would have been pissed. Nice. All right, so let's throw down a nice thing like this. Let's go in for the attack. This is going to die anyway. All right, let's see what we can grab here. There we go. That's what we're looking for. All right, so we can kill that thing on our next turn. That'll be cool. Oh, do I really want to do that? Yeah, let's do it. All right, in 2. Here comes another. All right, pump it up, baby. Ooh, I forgot to transform. What is this, for 1? You gonna block it? Got to protect my forge. by duplicating it. And we win. Suck it, suckerfish. Alright, playing against Ballin 3705. Keep. Alright, 2, nothing to do. Alright, let's forge it up. Okay, next thing is 5 with OB1. All right, let's go ahead. Just pin that down. You're going to sack that. Oh, you're indestructible. Good for you. Coming in for the point. All right, we're down to 13. We got a nice collection of stuff going on. That's all if you want it. Perfect. And protection again. He's going to run out of cards here. We start using our miss in some really good ways. He's bouncing it. All right, I'm down to 8. Let's give this a shot. Nice. In for 4. And we win! Suck it, suckerfish! Victory! Alright, so here we are with the Fun Forge, and it totally was fun. I love this particular interpretation of using a Forge-heavy deck. Last time it was just proliferate, proliferate, proliferate. This time we focused a lot more on creature elimination, I guess is what I would call it. Bouncing it back, pinning them down, and then phasing them out, that kind of thing. The plus side about that is that we use the proliferate version of a lot of that stuff to help get Urabrask Forge pinned up and the Fuseling up to some pretty nice levels there. And I forgot where else I was going on this. But yeah, it was really, really good. You know, it's interesting. I really learned that Mycosynth Gardens just works so well with Urabrask Forge. Being able to turn that into a copy of Urabrask Forge, because having multiples out is just so good. So good. All right, so was this deck competitive? Let me take a look at my list here. It has a 64% win rate. But no, this thing went, God, like 6 games in a row, just totally dominating. And then after that, we started hit or miss, depending on what we're doing. It was so close twice. So there was only really a blowout a couple of times. Yeah, this deck, it did incredibly well. I'd say it's well on its way to being a competitive level deck. So I'm going to give it a check in that category. Number 2, was this deck fun? Absolutely. It had probably some of the most fun cards from red and the most fun cards from blue. You mix them together and you got this deck. It was a powder keg of hilarity and fun. Was this deck interesting? All right, I'm gonna have to pull it. So was it their theme? Not really. Was it a lot of thinking involved? Yes, somewhat. I mean, the ability to play your cards, to bounce back stuff at the right time, to pin things down with the phasing of the swirling mists, all of that took timing, and it did work. So yeah, I'd have to say this is an interesting deck. See, did it have things from Mom in it? We had no, I'm not seeing any. Is Mesmerizing Dose from there? Nope. Yeah. That's Mom, isn't it? No, it's not. This is all Obi-Wan. Yeah, so this is a big Obi-Wan type deck from that point back. Yeah, so it's not made up of new cards. It's just a nice, solid, good deck at this point. All right, so let's go ahead and rate that thing up. Is it competitive? I'm going to say, yeah, pretty much so. I'm going to say, is it fun? Absolutely. Was it interesting? It had some thinkingness to it. So I'm just going to give it a straight A. I'm going to give it a straight A. It could be better. I mean, there are decks that are probably more interesting or better competitive, but still, this deck was so good and so fun to play that I thought it was excellent. All right, so if you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, screw you guys, I'm going home. Bye.